Just before 7 o'clock tonight, the water superintendent in Hoosick Falls turned a valve that turned the community in a new direction. With safe, clean drinking water from a new permanent source finally flowing into their homes, it marked the end of an agonizing nightmare that had haunted village residents for a decade. Dan Levy was there to witness the jubilation. Good evening, Dan.
Rachel, good evening. For 4,500 residents of Hoosick Falls, a long, tedious, and terrifying journey ended tonight. And for this community, it is well worth celebrating that milestone. Imagine what it's been like without any safe drinking water coming into their homes for a decade, but also knowing that their family members may have been consuming poisoned water for decades.
It's been an incredible accomplishment for everybody. You know, look at all the people that are here tonight and how far we've come.
It was Michael Hickey who got the ball rolling. After his father died of cancer 12 years ago, he collected the data, and he enlisted scientists and lawyers and state officials to look at the evidence. What do you think your dad would think about your persistence over this past decade?
I think he'd be incredibly proud. You know, he was a bus driver, right? So it was all about the kids in the community and making sure that it was safe in the future for the future generations, and I think that that's what we've accomplished.
When the new water system went online Monday night, it marked the completion of a journey from fear and uncertainty to a destination of hope.
We can assure everyone now, and we have the testing data to prove that this is a much improved water source in terms of the PFAS contamination that was at our existing source. And again, part of the most important component was maintaining that filtration system permanently.
I believe that what this community has gone through, it's hard to imagine the fear and the challenges that have happened really from day one.
DEC Commissioner Amanda Lefton says what happened in Hoosick Falls was public service at its finest.
New York State was a leader in responding to emerging contaminants. I think what we learned very early on here in Hoosick Falls was that this was a very real issue, and now we know that emerging contaminants are a problem all across the state and in many cases the country.
In Hoosick Falls, not only was the problem found, it was solved.
State Health Commissioner Dr. Jim McDonald says the community's new water system represents a great public health victory.
Hoosick Falls may be small in size, but what a mighty accomplishment, and I hope that's something they're celebrating with each other.
Even though drinking water has been restored, there's still some unfinished business. Negotiations are still underway with Honeywell and Saint-Gobain to agree on a final financial settlement. In Hoosick Falls with coverage you can trust. Dan Levy, News Channel 13. Rachel, back to you.
Dan, thank you so much.